Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to U.S. History at Odyssey Charter School. I want to take a little bit of time today to give you an overview of the course, a little bit about how the course is going to be set up, some of your expectations, and how you can successfully work your way through this and make it one more step closer to graduation. Along the way, as we're doing it, I'm hoping to also, in addition to getting you some credit here, giving you an opportunity to try to connect your life with this history of the United States going back several hundred years. It may be hard to see what the connections are. That's going to be my job to try to put those together, and hopefully you'll enjoy and learn a little something along the way. So what we want to do today is really just give you an overview of the course so that you can get started successfully. Over the course of this class, you're going to have a number of different opportunities to watch some videos. Some of them will be created by your instructor, some of them will be pulled off of YouTube, and some other clips that all are going to help you get an audio trip through your lesson, either an overview or some more important information that adds to your text. So I would really recommend that you spend some time listening to these, jotting down some notes, because not only are they going to help you work your way through the material, but also there'll be some questions generally directly taken from the videos. So let's spend a little bit of time talking about the course specifically. The course takes 1 year to complete. It'll be semester 1 and semester 2. It's a survey course, meaning it covers everything rather broadly, and we're really going to look at the history of the U.S. all the way from exploration of North America to the present day. The course is a requirement for graduation in the state of Nevada. You have to pass U.S. history in order to get your diploma. So hopefully that'll be a motivator, along with a lot of other reasons why to do well in this course. Generally it's taken by 11th graders, but we may have some sophomores and we may have some seniors in the class, and that's fine too. The course is going to be divided into 18 lessons every semester, and that really works out to be about 1 lesson per week. If you stay on track, the way it's divided is for that 1 lesson to be very doable within that week standpoint. My desire here is not to overwhelm you with reading or overwhelm you with little tiny bits of information. It's to give you a nice, well-paced course where you learn something, have a little bit of push here and there, get to be creative, but by the end of the semester, as long as you're sticking to that 1 lesson per week, you should be doing fine. If you're a little bit behind, that's okay. We'll play some catch up, and I will definitely help you with that. And of course, you're also encouraged to work ahead if that works for you. If you want to knock out several lessons all at one time and work ahead, that's great. The lessons will be available throughout the semester for you to work on. So let's talk a little bit about how this class works. And we're going to start off with the course home page, the main page that you'll see when you log into this particular class. The management system we're going to be using is called Moodle, and by this point, if you're listening to this information, you've been able to get to U.S. history and you've been able to get to some of your lessons, so congratulations on that. And you have probably a basic idea of how to work your way around through Moodle. It's pretty self-explanatory and a pretty powerful system. Everything we do in the course is going to start from that point. There might be links outside of Moodle, but everything that you're going to need you're going to find directly from this course homepage. What's on the course homepage? Well, there's a lot of important information at the very top of the page, right under the flag picture, the picture of the flag. There's lots of information about the course. So you're going to have information about the syllabus, course timeline, some resources, grading rubric, etc. All right. Really what you're going to want to do is focus on that middle section. There's 3 sections, a left, middle, and a right. The middle section is really where the curriculum is, so focus in on that area. And essentially you're going to work your way from the top to the bottom. The links to the lessons can be found there, and also recommended completion dates. So you'll have an opportunity to focus on when you need to get done with things and go from one lesson to the next. The lesson, or the class, is divided into lessons. As I said, there's about 18 lessons a semester, 9 lessons a quarter, give or take. Okay? The lessons section of the main page will give you everything you need to complete that lesson. Within a lesson, you're going to have a title and some completion date information, as I said. You're going to have an introduction page that gives you an overview of what's happening in the lesson and also some goals that we want to try to hit. You're going to have lesson activities. Those will be things like videos, readings, some primary documents, and then you'll have the lesson assignments, and that's what you're going to get graded on. It's really critical that you do the lessons in order. Don't just jump to the assignment. If you try to do that, you're going to miss out on all the material that I'm giving you, and you're not going to be able to do very well. All right, so don't just jump directly to the assignment. That seems like a nice, easy way out. It never works because you don't have the background information. Work your way through, take care of the lessons. You don't have to finish these all in one time. You've got about a week, like I said, for each one of these lessons. So break it up, make it easy on yourself, do them in order, and you should do great on the assignments. The assignments themselves, once you've worked your way through all that material that I've given you, the preparation stuff, you're ready to show me what you've learned through some sort of an assignment. And what I would recommend, for the most part, the way I do my assignments is it's short answer. So I will give you a question, and you will respond in some sort of a short answer type situation. What I'd really recommend you do is you answer the question in Microsoft Word or some other word processing program so you can save it. So if for whatever reason the information doesn't make it into the program, you've got a backup. So that would certainly be a recommendation. Then you're going to plunk it into Moodle and you're going to send it to me. As soon as it gets to me, I have an opportunity to grade it, and I'll get that information up into the grade book. Okay? Really important point for you to know is that you can always complete assignments more than once. If you do an assignment and you didn't do as well as you'd like, I'll give you some feedback. You're welcome to try it again. This is all about learning material. It's not about trying to trick you. So if it takes you 2 or 3 times and you're willing to put in that time, I'm absolutely willing to give you the points. Once you've done some work and you want to see how you're doing in class, you're going to work your way on over to the gradebook. And the gradebook's on the left-hand side in Moodle, and you'll see a little link that says grades. If you click on that, it's going to have all the different opportunities for you to be scored, what the points are, the maximum number of points, and then it's going to have the points that you actually earned. So this is a good way to keep track of things, okay? I will, as soon as you send me something, the clock starts ticking, and I will grade things and have it up into the grade book within about 72 hours. Every now and then it might be a little bit more than that if I'm crunched at the end of a quarter, but for the most part I will stick to that 72 hours. So if for some reason it's been many, many days, a week or more, and you don't see that information popping into your grade book, you need to contact me and let me know I'll let you know what's going on. Okay? Also, please make sure that you contact me anytime you have any questions about assignments or anything else in the course. And that really brings me to the last slide for this particular presentation. The absolute most important thing is for you to realize that you're learning in a very different way at Odyssey. Distance education, where you only see your teachers once in a while, is very different than a 5-day-a-week comprehensive high school experience. You're going to have a lot more control over your learning experience. That can be a wonderful thing for you. You have a lot of flexibility. You can learn when you want. You can take breaks when you want. You're not run by a bell schedule. No one's going to tell you where to sit at any given time to do your material. But with that comes an awful lot of responsibility. You have to take the time to work your way through your assignments, okay? Organization is a critical piece. Make sure you have an organized place to work. Make sure you know what you need to do. Print things off, check things off. Get some help if you're not basically an organized person. Any of your teachers or your counselors can help you do that. And you have to take initiative and seek out help. If you're confused about something, if you don't know what your teacher needs to do, if you haven't heard from your teacher for a while, you need to make sure you contact those teachers, okay? And they will help you out for sure. I've got some contact information here on the page. You're welcome to hit me up any old time. I will get back with you on an email within 24 hours and answer any questions that you might have. So, I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm looking forward to a fantastic year. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or problems, and we'll get ourselves started in U.S. history. And welcome.